So, how are you feeling today? Like, how are you actually feeling? Have you checked in with your emotions today? How you're feeling, how they feel in your body, and also your response to them. Do you notice your behaviors changing or behaving and acting out in a certain way in response to your feelings? Do you notice what causes certain feelings? Do you notice what causes feelings to develop, feelings to go away, to change? And are you aware how this affects your life and how it plays out? Hi, my name is Keisha Dent. I'm a certified consulting hypnotist and the author of Life Change Now. And today I want to talk about our emotions and our feelings, okay? Because emotions, feelings, these two terms are often used interchangeably, are so important to our life, to how we behave, how we perceive life, how we experience life, and of course, our habits, and of course, the type of life that we will see and that we will experience, and therefore, our satisfaction with our life experience. So, oftentimes, when people come to see me for hypnosis, one of the things that they are dealing with are emotions, are feelings that they are struggling with, that are causing issues in their life, causing issues with relationships, issues with just their day-to-day lives, issues with even their work and how they're operating. So I want to begin by talking about my story very quickly. So if you don't know, for a time, I actually struggled with panic attacks for a while. And that's actually what brought me to doing what I do. I had experienced a really rough patch with work. I love work. Work is something that I kind of want to center my life around. Doing really good work is something that makes me very satisfied. However, in this particular situation, it was just a nightmare. It was completely wrong, completely not what I wanted, completely not who I wanted to be with. And I actually found myself working with someone who, unbeknownst to me, at the point of hiring, actually had neurological issues, which it wasn't really their fault. However, it resulted in a lot of erratic behavior that was making my work experience and also many of my colleagues absolute hell to deal with. And, I knew immediately that I made a mistake and this wasn't something I wanted. And it came at a time when I just completely began to fall apart and just think that, I started to have a lot of terrible thoughts, a lot of anxiety, a lot of just horrible thoughts. It escalated. And it would happen where I would come home at night and I just would just be sobbing uncontrollably, just feeling so trapped. I remember that feeling more than anything. Of course, affected my life, affected my partner's life. And then I just felt like I was literally dying. I felt like my heart was out of control and I couldn't breathe, I couldn't catch my breath, etc. So of course, I tried medication, but it really wasn't for me. It wasn't the way I wanted to feel. It helped in the sense where it kind of turned things off, but I knew that wasn't the solution for me. That it didn't make sense for me. So I kept looking for other solutions. And in the meantime, until I can find another job, that's the thing. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to find something to replace it. And until that happened, and of course it takes a little time, I was freaking out all the time and couldn't stop it. Had a hard time stopping it. So I discovered hypnosis, and hypnosis was able to help me to turn off the panic attacks. I haven't had them since, and changed my life in such a miraculous way. I then went on to apply it in other ways, other areas of my life to success. I had some other habits that I had a hard time cutting out, and hypnosis helped me in that regard as well. So I went all in. I just was like, this is amazing. And that's what brings me to doing this work today. I love this work. It means so much to me. But bring that back to how that work and kind of shaped me and helped my life. I want to continue that with the talk of emotions, okay? So kind of taking a look at kind of, first of all, what are emotions? What are feelings? So I've seen several definitions that basically tie in a neurological activity or neurological response to physical sensations in the body. And there sometimes is a little bit of change back and forth with what happens first. Like, is there a physical sensation that causes a thought-based other physical sensation in the body that it could make sense? Or is there mental activity that causes a body activity? And I feel like it can differ. What I will say is I do believe that whenever we are when most people are experiencing an emotional state that is getting in the way, that is causing issues, oftentimes those are actually caused by thoughts, either thoughts that are conscious or thoughts that are unconscious, or both, a combination of both. When I look at what was happening to me when I was having the panic attacks, I didn't have them my whole life, right? So it wasn't like I had a history of them since childhood, or this was something that happens all the time with me. What happened is my thought patterns started to change, and my thought patterns started to become alarmist and started to really stimulate my threat stimulus, right? Telling me there's impending doom, you're going to be trapped, you're trapped, you can't get out, you're trapped, you can't get out. Things are horrible. Things are always going to be bad. You're always going to be abused by the supervisor. Things are going to be horrible and you're never ever going to get out of here. This is all you have to. And I kept thinking about this stuff over and over and over again. And these thoughts created emotions, which is actually a physical response to my thoughts in my body. So my body started to react to it. And I feel like this can often be what causes things such as, anxiety and things that we deal with over and over again. Now, it's absolutely a thing where there could be something that's neurological that is causing emotions without any input at all. Absolutely. I think that's totally possible. That is a thing as well. But one thing I want to always say is, first of all, thank God that there's so many different aspects of healing and aspects of help that we have available to us in the 21st century. I have to say, for all of it, there's always bad things for every time you live in, but I'm glad I'm here now. Just because there's so many options and we have so many things that we didn't have 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 500, forget it. As far as when we need help. So of course we have all sorts of neurological, psychological help that's available, including medications that can help us. These are all wonderful things that have proven to be helpful. And I'm glad that we have them. So that is certainly an option available to us. However, as I told in my story, that was something that wasn't going to work for me. And that's not who I am. I like to joke all the time. I'm a double Cancerian if you follow astrology. Cancer's my sun sign, Cancer's my moon sign. I'm meant to feel. Emotions are part of my DNA. I'm supposed to feel. So I know that the path forward for me is to learn to manage the emotions and learn to be able to control them and to be able to manage them better. Is it easy to do all the time? No. Do I feel emotional many times? Yes. And I do believe you're supposed to. I think I personally have the belief that we as humans are emotional. We're supposed to have emotions. You're not supposed to feel great, awesome all the time. And you're going to have ups and downs. However, when those emotions start to get in the way of your progress, then it's really important to have a way to do that. So what I will say is, if, medications aren't for you, or if you spoke to your doctor, or you decided that you are, and it's safe to do so, and you would like to try other ways, a natural method to be able to control your emotions, then by all means, I feel like hypnosis is certainly something that has helped me, and it has helped other people. It is, again, a natural method. And the way that it works, I'm going to cut this video short just because it is getting a little bit long, but in the next video, we're going to kind of break down a little bit again, how does hypnosis help you to feel better? How does it help you to feel better every day? Okay. And what are some ways to be able to, with or without hypnosis, to be able to feel better? Okay. So we're going to discuss that more in the next video. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. And remember, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. always, and we'll see you next time. And remember also, in the meantime, check out my free video series, Stop Holding Yourself Back, which is also available for free email sign up. It includes a free hypnotic MP3 as well as PDF exercises, a workbook, and ways to be able to stop self-sabotaging patterns. All right, so check that out, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.